Hello word nerds! Happy Thursday! Today I am filming in front of a blank wall in a slightly echoey room because I am moving tomorrow out of the state and I am nowhere near packed. Why do I feel like this is also a metaphor for how I write books? So there was a tweet that made the rounds probably about a month ago from Cheyenne A. Lepka. She made the writing style alignments. So you've probably heard of like chaotic good, chaotic evil, true neutral, all of those different things in regards to human personalities. But this was that related to writing, specifically how you begin writing a book, whether you plot or pants or somewhere in between. Immediately after all us word nerds saw it, we started furiously chatting about which ones we were, and I thought it would be really fun if we actually did just a full video talking about it, because you could never have enough videos about process. So here is that writing style alignment chart. I'll also put a link down in the description if you would like to see the original tweet. As for me, I tend to bounce around that lower L, the true plantser, neutral plotter, and chaotic plotter. Every project requires something different. I love beat sheets. I love to start with an outline. I love the idea of plotting in a nice spreadsheet, but then I almost always just kind of throw it to the side when I start to feel too boxed in and I decide, screw it, I'm just gonna write whatever I want, and then I just start the book anyway, kind of only knowing the end point and a couple roadblocks. And then when I inevitably get writer's block, I tend to stop and do the note card chaotic plotter thing. It's my favorite part of the drafting process when I don't know where I'm gonna go next because things have gone off the rails from where I expected, so now I have to write all these random things on note cards and just lay them out on the floor and see what happens. And I just realized my AC was running that whole time. So I'm very sorry for that background noise. Chaos. It's all chaos. I guess that's just my process. Everything is chaos, which is why I try to start in the plotting arena and then I just always end up in the chaotic plotter section.
I've been thinking about this question way too much since I first saw this graphic, mostly because I'm not even really sure what I am anymore. I've spent most of my writing life as a chaotic plantser, where I kind of had an idea where I was going, but I never wrote anything down and I couldn't remember any details. And a lot of the time I ended up just winging the end or getting stuck with writer's block because I didn't really know where I was going. So I'm trying to reform my writing process and headed toward what I think will be more of a neutral plotter, where I have a plot and an outline. It's not super detailed, but I do know where I'm going and more or less how I'm going to get there, and I'm hoping for the best. I am not the most patient writer, so the line on the neutral plotter outline where it says thinks about writing character bios rarely does. Definitely summarizes me to a T. Lots of big plans, very little execution. But I'm trying to be better.
If it looks like it's dark outside, that's because it is. Dark's the perfect place for some chaotic plans, for I am a chaotic plantser. I'm somewhere between a plotter and a pantser. Like, I know sort of the direction I'm going in, but that's about it. Like, gee, what's a plot line? That sounds like something that I would like to have. I have my writing in a ridiculous amount of places. Like in notebooks, and on like receipts, but also like on my computer, in multiple places. I also have the majority of this plot line written right there, but then there's another scene to the same book that's right there, and then again right there, and then like some more over there and over there. Why are they all in different places? And I have spent a ridiculous amount of time on the internet hoarding all kinds of cool art, and this is just, do you know how many hours that I did of this that I can never get back now? I am a chaotic plantser that basically just works off of strange bursts of energy, mostly caffeine fueled, because coffee is just like chaos in a cup.
I think my video last week about outlining with a spreadsheet probably made this pretty clear, but I am definitely on the plotter axis of this chart. Usually with these types of writer alignment type things that go around Twitter, like what kind of writer are you based on your Myers-Briggs type or whatever, I usually have trouble finding one that describes me. Usually I feel like I fit into a few different boxes, but with this one, I read the neutral plotter description and that describes me to a T, like kind of eerily accurate. Let's look at this list of criteria, shall we? First, brief outline. So this is an example of about all I have by the time I start drafting a book. There's the midpoint, 25%, 75%, 1/3, 2/3, some general things that might happen. I might know the first couple chapters, That's usually it. That's what I'm working with. Likes to use beat sheets. I made an entire series of videos about different types of story structure and their associated beat sheets. I'm kind of obsessed. In the process of plotting out a book, I'll use like 3 of those different story structures and beat sheets that go with them to try and figure out my plot. Modifies and updates outline as they go. That is the entire point of the spreadsheet. I can change things, add things, move stuff around whenever I want, which is probably about once a week. And finally, thinks about writing character bios, rarely does. That's sort of accurate. Here's what typically happens with my character bios. I'll have one that is very well thought out and comprehensive, then 1 or 2 where I maybe fill out half the information, and then I run out of steam completely and just leave some of them blank. Yeah, so this neutral plotter list describes me pretty well, I think.
I think I might be a chaotic plotter. I often end up switching my plotting style about halfway through.
This one's supposed to be here. No.
Wait, oh, nope. Wait, who's Diane? Crap. Oh yeah, this is definitely the only way I'm plotting from now on. Spreadsheets are clearly the best, and I'm never plotting with anything else again.
You could infiltrate the smoothie stand in the morning. That make all the plot line fit together, like the pacing might work. You know? Are you even listening?
Yeah, definitely a chaotic plotter.
Thank you so much for watching today, Word Nerds. Be sure to let us know what your writing style alignment is down in the comments. Again, I've put a link to the original tweet / the creator of this chart in the description, so please go check her out, follow her. And if you decide to do a video about your process or tweet about your process, drop a link to that as well. We always love seeing those. And last but not least, do not forget to tune in for our live chat this Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, just like usual. We cannot wait to see you all then, and until then, stay nerdy.